I'm Ann Simmons in the newsroom of the Los Angeles Times. The royal baby has finally arrived, and it's a boy. There's been so much excitement, but it really is not just about all the pomp and pageantry. There are actually some little interesting and very serious tidbits that one should really know if you're an avid royal watcher. Today I have with me Patt Morrison, our own columnist who is an avid royal watcher and our own in-house expert on the royal family. Welcome, Pat.
Thank you so much. I've been waiting 9 months for this.
Oh, fantastic. And you know, there's been this great wait, and now the baby's arrived, and now the naming has to begin, and the waiting game for that.
Oh, the naming. It's not going to be a Kardashian name. It's not going to be Ivy Blue. It's not going to be Trevor or Ashley. This is a family that's vested in tradition, in moving very slowly to make changes. This is also a baby who's going to have 4 names, so they make it a little wild as they get down to name 3 and 4, but the money is on James or George. There have been 2 King Jameses, there have been 6 King Georges, and this is right now where the money is on the name. King James, the first and second, maybe not so great, but the King Georges of late have been very good.
Well, I love the sound of George, but what about the title, Pat? How will we, have to address this youngster?
Well, first of all, can you imagine being a Royal Highness when you're just newborn? This baby will be Prince X of Cambridge, because that's his father's title as a duke. But he'll have a total of 5 names in his life. He'll be Prince X of Wales when his father becomes Prince of Wales. When his father becomes king, he's just going to be Prince X. He may become Prince of Wales himself, and ultimately he will be King X. Although we will wait to find out what name we fill in on that blank.
And what should we look for in terms of this child's upbringing? Princess Catherine has been, very much, very hands-on and very much wanting to have this child maybe be a regular, normal in quotations, a child.
Normal is in quotations. They say we don't want a nanny, but I don't see how even modern couples of any class can't manage without some kind of help. So I expect they're going to have some help here. But this is a child who may, well, it's only been since Prince Charles that a British royal child graduated from university. So you may see them put this child into what we would call a public school for a little while, just to get a sense of who the people are in the kingdom that he's going to rule over. I expect he's going to have a stint in the military, because he will be the commander of all the armed forces, ultimately as king, and end up at a university, maybe one like his father, not Oxford, not Cambridge, doing a little bit of study and maybe finding the girl or boy of his dreams. Can you imagine?
Well, you've mentioned the public aspect, but that also brings up security concerns, especially in this age of Twitter and the internet.
Well, they're very high-value targets. Of course, Earl Mountbatten was the honorary grandfather of Prince Charles, who was assassinated by the IRA. Also, Al-Qaeda has made very severe threats, and just from crazy people. You had a man try to take a shot at the Queen when she was on horseback. A man actually broke into the palace and was sitting on her bed asking for a cigarette not too long ago. But Twitter means it's possible, of course, for anybody to track where this boy is going to be and report on it. You have the phone hacking scandal that they broke into Prince William's phone messages, for goodness sake. So a lot of security has to be brought to bear to protect this boy, and perhaps even from himself, because kids love to tell their friends all about themselves on social media too.
Indeed, and I cannot keep my eyes off your brooch, Pat.
Oh, this is my homage. I couldn't get to the bank in time to get my tiara out, so I had to settle for this.
And I didn't wear my fascinator.
Oh gosh! This is from Butler & Wilson, which is the London costume jeweler where Diana, the Princess of Wales, bought her costume jewelry. So this is my little moment of homage, the star and the moon there.
Oh, fantastic. And this memorabilia, tell us about what
I
you've brought in to
have
show
several
us.
dozen of these. We talk about the tchotchkes, the royal souvenirs, some approved, some not so much. They've been around for centuries for the royal family, back to the 1600s. This is Queen Victoria's golden jubilee when she'd been on the throne for 30 years. This is King Edward VII and Queen Alexandra from probably about 1901. This is Edward VIII, who abdicated before he was crowned, so they issued the cup thinking he was going to stick around. He didn't. This is from Prince Harry's christening. We'll see a picture like this come out of the christening when the baby is christened in a month or so from now. Private ceremony, but a lot of pictures.
Well, that'll be something more to add to your collection, Pat.
I think so.
Right. Well, just to wrap up, Pat, I mean, I can understand why Brits like myself are so excited about this new royal. But why are Americans so obsessed?
I think we still have, we're very proud to be the country that we are, but when we kicked out the king, we kicked out all that ceremony. The head of state and the head of government are vested in the same person, the president. And the president doesn't have the crown jewels to belong to. And also, they're free. The Brits have to pay for the monarchy. We're the ones who go over and spend all this money enjoying the results.
That's right. So interesting, Pat. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing these insightful details. For more on this story and others, please go to Pat's column at latimes.com and to other sections of the LA Times.